Turning now to probably the biggest challenge for the European Union in its history. That's what Germany's foreign minister said about the refugee crisis. Despite the dire warning, 4 European nations are rejecting a proposal to set up mandatory refugee quotas. As our Kate Parkinson reports, some of the camps housing refugees are being described as abysmal.
This group of refugees made it across the Hungarian border, but they didn't get very far.
They caught us. 2,000 people ahead of us got through, but we were at the back, and we have women and children. We don't want to go to the camp. We just want to keep going.
These buses are also full of people who've been rounded up by police, exhausted by their journey, but not at all excited about their destination. Hungarian authorities call these camps reception centres, but the 4-metre-high fences topped with razor wire are far from welcoming. At another border camp, this is how dinner is served. The footage, which was secretly filmed by an Austrian activist delivering aid to the camp, shows Hungarian policemen throwing food at desperate refugees. Human rights groups say the way people are being treated is inhumane. I ask people what conditions are like at this camp. They want us to see inside the tents. Look what they give us, they say. We have nothing.
We asked for blankets, but they didn't give us any. We said we needed food for the babies, but what they gave us smelled so bad the children wouldn't eat it.
And in the chaos of crossing the border, some families have been ripped apart.
My mother was taken by the police. We lost our father at the Hungarian border. We don't know what we are doing. They put us in the camp and told us they'd bring our mother here. We lost our father. We don't know where he is. We've been here since yesterday, and before that we were in another camp for 3 days.
For those who came to Europe on journeys of hope, being led into the camp, it seems that hope has been replaced by despair.
Kate Parkinson joins us now from the Hungary-Serbia border. And Kate, refugees are only supposed to be in camps like those for up to 36 hours, but you say that you saw some that have been there for much longer.
Well, absolutely, and that is because the Hungarian authorities are completely overwhelmed by the number of people crossing the border. I'm here at the Hungary-Serbian border now, and you can see behind me there are hundreds of people. These are the latest arrivals. They're sitting here in this open field waiting for buses to take them on to these camps. There are a long line of buses. It's a very long, very slow process, and so that 36 to 48 hours that the authorities say that the refugees should spend in those initial reception camps is certainly stretching the limits of possibility, because they simply can't process the people fast enough. Some of the people I spoke to said they had been there for days, and there's a lot of fear, a lot of confusion, because they simply don't know when they'll be allowed to leave, or indeed where they'll be taken next.
Kate, that video that you showed in your report, the police officers throwing food at the refugees, what is the government saying about that?
Well, the police have said they will launch an inquiry into that. The government spokesman said, well, the police have been taking care of migrants and refugees for weeks now, and he said that they were just doing their job, trying to maintain order with people that were refusing to cooperate and refusing to form an orderly queue. However, human rights groups have said it is completely inhumane how people are being treated.
Looks pretty chaotic. Kate Parkinson, thank you for that report.